Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Frateliano. If this is the first time for you to see us, this is the right place for you if you're looking to master French and Italian at the same time. Today, we will talk about some food, desserts, and drinks in the three languages English, Italian, and French. So, let's go. Before we start, don't depend on your memory. Grab a notebook and write down like the good old days. We will start with some basic food terms. I'll read them in English, French, and Italian. Then I'll read slowly once more in French and Italian. The second time is the time you should be practicing your pronunciation with me. Okay? So let's go. The first one we have is bread, which is in French, pain. In Italian, pane. Let me do it again, this time slowly. In French, we say pain. In Italian, we say pane. Pain versus pane. Okay? The second one is meat in English, which is in French, it's called viande. Viande. In Italian, we say carne. Carne. Okay? Now we come to something that might confuse you a little because the writing is exactly the same, but the pronunciation is different. Okay? So in English, we say fruit, while in French, we say fruit. In Italian, we say frutta. Fruit, frutta. Now let's see how we pronounce vegetables. In French, we say légumes. In Italian, we say verdura. Verdura. Légumes. Now let's go to learn the main delicious terms about desserts. In English, we say cake. In French, we say gâteau. In Italian, we say torta. In French, gâteau. In Italian, torta. Now the delicious term that everyone loves, ice cream. In French, we say glace. In Italian, we say gelato. Gelato. In French, we say glace. Glace. Now the delicious cookies. In French, we say biscuit. Biscuit. In Italian, we say biscotti. Biscotti. And for the chocolate, in French, we say chocolat. Chocolat. In Italian, we say cioccolato. Cioccolato. Before we grab some drinks together, I advise you to grab a pen and write down these new terms. So, water in French we say eau, eau. I know it's a little bit hard because the writing is a little bit different from how we pronounce it, but we pronounce it O, like the letter O. Okay? O. In Italian we say acqua, acqua. Now, the coffee part might be confusing, but it's easy. Just repeat after me. In French, we say café, café. In Italian, we say caffè, caffè. It's a little bit similar, just you have to press on the doppia or the two letters. Caffè. Now, let's see how we pronounce tea. In French, we say thé, thé. In Italian, we say tè, tè. I know it's a little bit similar, but practice makes perfect. So, thé in French, in Italian, a little bit rough, thé, thé. Now for the juice part, in French we say jus, in Italian we say succo, succo, jus, succo. Congratulations! Today you learned a total of 24 new French and Italian words. You should be proud of yourself. Now let's have a quick quiz. So, I'll say the question and wait till the hourglass is full, then I'll tell you the correct answer. What do we call this in French? I'll let you guess because the two languages have some accent. So, which one is it? We call it thé, thé, which is the second one, thé. Now, what do we call this in Italian? We saw it together. Here I'm trying to confuse you with two similar words but from different languages. So, how do we call this in Italian? If you already grabbed a pen and paper and you note it down, you would know. So, we call this verdura, verdura. And in French, we say it's légume, légume. Last one, how do we call this delicious item in French? I know that you already know the famous term in Italian because Italians are good in this, but how do we call this in French? Let the hourglass be full. And let me tell you the answer. We call it glass. Glass. And this is it for today. Grazie mille, alla prossima.